Hey YouTube, Japiri's coming at you with the greatest battles from yesterday and today. So this was a roulette battle versus Darthchocoboz, or however you say his name. And we had this battle during the charity stream, but I haven't had a chance to put it up yet because a lot of things have been happening since Christmas. For those of you who wondered why I didn't live stream the week after Christmas, my wife became very sick and she's pregnant, so she needed a lot of attention. But I am going to be live streaming January 8th. Yesterday, January 5th, was my birthday, and because I worked midnights, I really didn't get to do anything during the day with you guys. So this Saturday, I'm going to be streaming in the AM Eastern Standard Time, probably like 8 to early afternoon, and then I'm going to be getting on later in the evening, probably right around midnight, which will officially be Sunday, I guess. But so come out and see me at the Abra's Asylum Zat, and here we go with Darthchocoboz and this awesome, cool roulette battle. So he gets a lead artillery, and I have this lead Celebi, and this is a fail Celebi, because it only has 202 health. And I get a good prediction, well actually just a good play. I leech seed him and it ends up being the Blissey, but then he switches out into Roserade and I Calm Mind, and my only move is Grass Knot, which sucks, so I can't really do anything. So he sleep powders my Zapdos and I make the dumbest move and I just stay in while he sets up 2 sets of Toxic Spikes. So bummer, man. So he gets up 2 sets of Toxic Spikes, and he switches into Blissey as I wake up and gets T-Waved, which makes me sad because I could have had this thing Toxic. But I don't. And he's going to set up a Substitute. And I'm like, what the hell? Substitute on Blissey? Then I'm thinking, okay, this is a roulette battle. This got to be some crazy set. And I Leech Seed because I couldn't remember whether or not that it was affected by Substitute, and apparently it is because I miss. And he's going to Focus Punch me, which is interesting. So, I sent out Big Mama, my Kangaskhan, to eat the Focus Punch, which I either didn't see coming or am just retarded and switched into because I'm dumb. Could really go either way. So, I'm going to set up another Focus Punch, and I'm just going to go for the frustration because Kangaskhan is a woman, and women red rag, and they get frustrated and destroy things in their rage. So, I get hit with another Focus Punch, and because Kangaskhan is just a beast, even though Blissey's attack is like 2, I'm going to take that very well. So, I'm going to switch out into the Sea Monster, the Sea Serpent from the Pants, and I'm going to set up the Wish on his switch. So, I'm going to get racked up some damage, and I actually have, this is I can't talk. This is a Toxic Stalling Kangaskhan of mine, which I don't even know how I came up with it, but it has Frustration, Toxic, Wish, and Protect. Yeah, I kind of get screwed by Steals, but, you know, whatever. So I sent Celebi back out because I was predicting the Waterfall, or a Taunt, or I don't even know. So, he sets up a Dragon Dance. So I'm thinking, alright, that's alright. And then he goes for the Taunt. And that kind of screws this set major because, like I said, the only attack I have is Grass Knot. So he taunts me. And I'm just like, oh. So I go out into the Spocker. And he's going to set up another Dragon Dance. And I'm thinking this set is fairly physically bulky, so I should be able to take it pretty good. And as I watch my health go down, but I get the T-Wave off, which is delicious. So, even though he's at +2, I'm going to get the T-Bolt off, which I don't know is going to be able to KO because I don't have any special attack investment. But it does, which is good for me. So I don't have to worry about this Gyarados running around at +2, even though it's at half or quarter health, or speed. So out comes Roserade. And I was actually thinking he was going to sleep me again, but I just stay in Heat Wave, and the Shadow Ball is going to be enough for a 2-hit KO, and it's going to take me out this time. And unfortunately for me, Heat Wave doesn't take this Roserade out. So I send out my Alakazam, who is pretty much my last hope on this team. And he goes back out into Blissey. And I hit it with a Psychic. And that does quite a bit. And I get the special defense drop on that switch, which was awesome. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is my Specs Alakazam. Because in my opinion, Specs Alakazam just destroys stuff in 4th gen, even though it's UU now. Or BL, I can never remember. And he sets up a substitute and survives with minimal health. So, I mean, a Focus Punch isn't going to do crap to me because it's resisted and all that jazz. So I'm going to Psychic to take down its substitute, and this Focus Punch does laughable damage. And I think he's just going to leave Blissey in. Yep, going to Focus Punch. I don't know, just probably a last-ditch effort. Either trying to hope I overpredict or something else. And out comes a Melodic, and I'm just like, oh my god, I hate Melodics. Melodics are the next most annoying thing to Suicune. And Melodic has a better recovery move than Suicune does. So balls. So Psychic barely takes it to half. And he's going to surf and take me down. And I just go for the lovely Recover because I want to scout and see what he's going to do. And Recover is a good scout move. So he's going to switch out and go into Boing Boing his Lopunny. I believe it's Lopunny. I always get Lopunny and Baneri confused. So, and I know it's going to switch Cheroo on me because that's what all Lupinnies do. And I'm just like, crap. So I am now Scarfed, I believe. I don't even remember what he switched me. Probably a Scarf because that's what all Baneri's carry. And he's going to set up for the Focus Punch. And I go into my Heatran, and that's a terrible switch. And I'm just thinking, oh man. And that does well over half. But thankfully, the leftovers and Leech Seed are going to help me out here. And I'm going to set up the substitute. Because I believe I can outstall him with substitutes. Based on the Leech Seed and leftovers recovery that I am getting. So, because Leech Seed is just tearing the crap out of his health, I'm going to be able to continue to sub down. And he's going to Encore me there, which kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. So I can't set up a substitute because I already have a substitute set up. And he's going to Focus Punch. And Leech Seed is just slowly whittling him down. This was a really stally part of the match. I was kind of hoping that my last substitute would kill the Encore as Leech Seed took it down. But I don't remember whether or not it does. And my mind is just going all over the place because I don't know. I haven't had enough coffee yet to straighten myself out. So, this is going to be the last Focus Punch before Leech Seed is going to take it down. And because I'm still Encored, I'm substituting, which is what I would have done anyway. So, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just praying, please, let the Encore be over. And it isn't yet. So he goes into Slobber. And I'm thinking, this thing's probably Scarfed, but I don't run into a lot of Octilleries. And the Water Spout comes out, so I'm thinking, okay, this thing almost guaranteed Scarfed. But luckily, I have my Vaporeon, and I was thinking he was going to go into Roserade, which is why I Ice Beamed. And this is my Fake Tears Vaporeon. Get it? The France reference because French people cry over things. I don't remember. I made this shortly after France didn't back us into going into Iraq or something like that. Us being the United States. So, I'm going to Fake Tears again because I figured he'd switch out. And he goes into Octillery. And like I said, I don't have the slightest clue what this thing's going to be running because I've never run into an Octillery before that I can remember. And I'm getting hit with an Energy Ball. And I'm like, okay, I can probably survive that. And that does fairly good damage, and he gets a special defense drop, so I'm just like, balls. And I don't know what he's going to do. I figured he'd switch again, so I go for Surf because it's the best play. And I can't survive another energy ball. But I don't know if I want to switch out because Toxic is just destroying me. And I set up the Wish because I wasn't sure whether he'd switch out or stay in after the Fake Tears. And Toxic is going to take me down. But I do have a Wish coming, so I can switch into something with low health. And I go into my Heatran, and I just straight up explode because I want this thing dead. And it takes it down very nicely. So my Heatran's down, and he's going to go back into his Octillery. And I'm going to set up the Protect because I want to see what it's going to do. And I see the Ice Beam, so I'm like, okay. And it's going to continue to Ice Beam. And I'm thinking I can take that because, like I said, I'm really bulky. And I go for the Frustration. I figured would take it down because Octillery isn't that defensive. And being a Water Spout set is probably all straight Timid and Special Attack. So I want to see what this guy's going to lock himself into. And I just stay in. I probably should have protected there just to see what was going to happen. But I don't because I'm an idiot. And I'm going to go for the Grass Stomp because, like I said, it's my only offensive move, and this is my last Pokemon, and Shadow Ball is going to win. So, good game, Darthchocoboz. Check out his channel. It'll be in my description. Don't forget to rate, flame, and troll this video, and check out my live stream this Saturday. Question of the day is, what kind of battles do you want to see? So, let me know, guys, and this has been Too Curious. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out, Girl Scout.